Okay, sorry for the funky light situation, but it's the only way I can show you the new Naima build. This, if you remember, this was the previous build. So, I mean, I took the mouthpiece and some of the parts off of it because, I can. And this is based on one single Arduino. And that poses a couple of really interesting use cases. First off, it creates a completely usable instrument that that is just composed of one wireless transmitter and a transceiver and one Arduino. So this was the first of those. I made this while I was in Morocco to fulfill a gig because my exo-voice was not functioning yet because I'm still in that transition of moving over to the of rebuilding a new exo-voice. But I have since moved towards the idea or moved towards creating a binary system more so than a saxophone fingering based system, which gives me a lot of power. So this is the new Naima build. So to give you a comparison of the sizes, you can see it's quite a bit bigger, but it's also more comfortable to play. So you can see it. I mean, it doesn't completely work yet. I just got it all built up. So you can see my these are my new sensors, and so I still have to. They're not completely locked on yet, so I don't want to play with them too much. But you can see that they all fit, and both hands have their own. You see, and they all work, kinda. I still have to like tweak it and maybe make a few, just normal stuff. But I have working sensors now. These sensors are what the exo voice will be based on. But one of the more interesting things about it is a new feedback system using color. So you can see that flickering that you see, that modulation, is the pulse width modulation that's used to make it stay a particular color. So, like, let's say I add, you see that. So, let's see. So you can see that, and then you can bring in the green. Over here, I can turn on, make this one a bit more yellow. You know, let's see, let's turn that up a bit. There we go. Now it's more yellow. You see. And I can turn this down and make this. And so basically what this will enable, let me turn those down because it's really, I had to, I had to adapt the camera to be able to see what it's able to do right now. But what this will allow me to do is, since each hand is basically a 4-bit input interface, each LED will have 16 colors. So we'll have 16 color variations. The the tone of the color for each hand, with the left hand being 1 through 16 and the right hand being groupings of 16, I'll be able to tell by the color which um, which color, what range of numbers I'm playing with purple representing ultraviolet and a kind of a pinkish color being the infrared. So, I mean, red will be up there, but as it transitions back into purple, since it'll be a continuous loop, it'll look more like fuchsia, kind of like it does now, you know, but with a little bit, probably a tiny bit more blue like that. So so this interface is completely binary. I'm not going to use any saxophone fingerings for this one. This one's going to be binary straight away, and the LED feedback will feature prominently in that. But I wanted to get a chance to show how the sensors have been incorporated and the design of the new I call this Naima 2 creatively. The batteries are removable because I got a bunch of these things on eBay, and like these are like 6,000 milliamps, so they'll run this thing for hours. And even if they don't, I can pop one out, pop this in, and in the middle of a set, and be perfectly okay. The only drawback right now is that I didn't make this collapsible, and I didn't make this make the pieces detachable. So this is going to be a pain in the ass to travel with, since it's all just basically wired together. But you know, I'll make it work. It's not that big of a deal. So I wanted to get a chance to show this, and I'll have a more in-depth video once I have gotten the sensors to work exactly the way that I want. The breath sensor already works, accelerometer already works, no problem. And some of the touch sensors work, but not all. So I'm going to tweak those, get those working properly, and then I'll be able to have a demo that will show some of the new binary functions, which are very interesting. Even with this, whereas before I had access to about maybe 90 notes and 8 or 9 parameters. With this, I've got 255 notes, I got 255 parameters, each with 2 axes, so that's actually 512 parameters. And that's just with this. That's not even talking about the exo-voice, which will be a massive jump in sound design capability. So more soon.